What's going on, you all? So, if you read the news and if you look at the newspapers, the radio, and we're just looking at a lot of the things that are going on across the country, and it looks like the world is getting out of hand. The world is slowly unraveling. It seems to be. It seems like society as we know it is starting to get off kilter a little bit. And if you're not paying attention, you might think everything is normal. You might think that this is business as usual. But I disagree. I think a lot of people who are living their lives, they're engrossed in YouTube. They're engrossed in social media, online, sports, TV. They're really missing out on what's going on in this world, in this country. And there's nothing wrong with watching sports. There's nothing wrong with going online on social media. But the problem is that when you overindulge in these things, you kind of tune out to reality and you tune out what is really going on. And you are blind to the fact that everything is not okay. You need to look no further than the weather. The weather's crazy. What's going on with the weather? Who knows? People say global warming. People say it doesn't exist. And then you can look no further than the state of our society. We have broken families all across of America now. Before, back in the day, there was a certain minority, a group of people who were expected to, come from broken homes. Black people. That's what they would say. They would say black people, it's normal. But now, if you look at society, it's not uncommon for anyone to come from a broken home. White people, black people, Spanish people, Asian families, you name it. If you come from American culture, if you've been here, chances are our society, our way of living has taken a toll on your morality. And it's sad. I think the older you get, the more you're aware of what's going on around you. And I think, this is nothing new. This has been going on for the past 100 years or so. Breakdown of society, but it just seems like now that it's just rapidly increasing the pace at which things are unraveling. I mean, I'm not going to dwell on this, but look at the fact that we have Donald Trump for president. Donald Trump, if you ever thought of the man, if there was ever a definition for the man, you would think Donald Trump. Rich, white, old, myopic in his thinking, not very inclusive, not very into diversity. I mean, this guy, he's old news. He's not the future. Why would you vote a 73-year-old man into office? He's the past. He represents what America used to be, not where we're going or where we need to be anyway. It's just sad, it's sad, but I think it needs to happen. It needs to happen to this country because America has not learned its lesson. America, like anyone else, does good things and they do bad things. But I really do believe that there is a universal principle of sowing and reaping. I do believe that. And every nation and every person and everything that sows has to reap. That's just the way it is. And I think America is coming into a time of reaping now. I really do. We've done good things, no doubt about it. We're a great nation, but we've also done some very, very horrific, atrocious things in the name of power, in the name of greed, in the name of hate. And I think these things are coming to play now. If you look at what's going on, and we've been ravaged by storm after storm after storm, hurricanes, fires, floods, and these things not only destroy our civilization, but really, if you think about it, we're a capitalistic society. In capitalism, everything is based off of what? Money. So, being that we are a capitalistic society, we're being hit with all these storms. Guess who has to pay for most of it? The federal government. But they don't tell you that the federal government, we're in debt up to our ears. We can't pay it off. There's no way to pay our national debt off. There's no way we can do it now at this point. So what's going to happen? No one knows. Some people say they're going to devalue the currency. Some people say they're going to scrap the currency. I personally think that there's going to come a day where they're going to abandon the American dollar. But before they can do that, they have to have some other things in place so the American empire still can remain numero uno. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be some type of currency, digital currency, cryptocurrency. I'm not sure what that's going to be. But I do know what's going to happen, because we can't pay off our debt using the American dollar, because it's pretty much worthless. So I just think that people need to wake up. People, you need to wake up, put down the cell phones, put away the TV for a minute, tune out from sports, tune out from sitcoms, and just pay attention to what's going on around you. Think about what's going on around you and how the next decade of your life is going to be. What are you going to do? You're going to keep living, right? Everything's going to be fine, and everything's going to keep going as the way it was. I don't think so. I think a lot of us are in for a surprise, and a lot of us are unprepared for what's going to befall on us. I'm not trying to be a doomsday prophet, but America's not going to continue on in the way that we've continued on for the past 100 years. It's not going to happen. It's going to come to a head. So whatever it is that's coming before us, we need to be prepared for it. And you can only be prepared by paying attention and watching out what's around you. So with that being said, I'll get off my soapbox, and hopefully this video has helped some people think